So now let us come to art and culture. So this is another very important section and something which kind of scares people. Okay, but I understand it used to scare me as well. But let us try to be smart as to how to study this. Okay, so the content. Okay, just before moving on, a few questions are related to general answer writing, so you can ask me in the end. Okay, so I have an eye on these questions. I'll answer all of them in the end. Okay, so let us talk about art and culture. So, for example, the content again, it is mostly static. Simple सी बात है, art and culture is mostly static, but again, questions that are being asked are analytical in nature. So, what I'll recommend you is to study theme wise. So, when we say theme wise, this is basically a very smart way to study. So, you pick up an entire theme and then you study that in chronology. For example, if you are studying architecture, okay, so start with ancient architecture, then move on to the temple architecture which was there, then move on to suppose say the Mughal architecture, and finally the colonial architecture. So आपको कुछ नहीं करना, आपने सपोज से आर्किटेक्चर उठाया, यू पिक अप योर सोर्स, यू स्टडी दैट पर्टिकुलर थीम फर्स्ट. ओके, सो नितिन सिंघानिया हो या फिर कुछ भी हो, सो फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन माय रिसोर्स लिस्ट, तो आप वहां देख सकते हैं. सो यू जस्ट स्टडी थीम वाइज. सो सपोज से आपने आर्किटेक्चर खत्म किया, देन यू मूव टू पेंटिंग्स, देन यू मूव टू स्कल्पचर्स, एंड देन ऐसे करके ये जो थीम्स हैं विच आई हैव रिटन डाउन. So there are around 7 themes which I have written. These are important in my opinion when it comes to art and culture. So one must be well versed in these themes, because अगर आप questions देखें इन्हीं से आते हैं. टेम्पल आर्किटेक्चर पे क्वेश्चन आ गया, सपोज से भक्ति मूवमेंट पे क्वेश्चन आ जाता है. So that is why I'm telling you to emphasize on these 7 themes. Okay, so music में you can add dance as well, music and dance. Okay, so these 7 8 themes, these are very important, and always think from these dimensions. Again very important. First of all, okay, natural baat hai, you are studying art and culture, you will always think from an artistic dimension. You have to appreciate the art, है ना. So for example, कोई painting है, so you have to appreciate the emotions of the figure, you have to appreciate the flow of the hand movements and all when we talk about dance, है ना. So artistic तो होगा ही, but what happens many a times is that students, they tend to just think art and culture from a art perspective. वो नहीं होना चाहिए, because every art and culture, everything that was created, that had a certain political element, that had a social element, that had an economic element to it. Okay, because आप कुछ भी देखिए, every art that was produced, that was done under the patronage of certain rulers, okay, who supported it, right. That was done under that. These arts and all, they also reflect the society. आपका संगम संगम लिटरेचर है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल संगम लिटरेचर ब्यूटिफुली रिफ्लेक्ट्स व्हाट द साउथ इंडियन सोसाइटी वाज एट दैट टाइम. आपकी जो पेंटिंग्स हैं, जो थीम्स होती हैं, दे रिफ्लेक्ट व्हाट द सोसाइटी वाज एट दैट टाइम. और सोसाइटी में भी स्पेशली you have religious angle. So religious angle is also very important. Okay, and finally you have economic angle as well. So these are very important. So whenever you are studying an art, just think from these perspectives. तब आपको जो है, you will be able to write holistic answers, and ऐसे ही answers को marks मिलते हैं यूपीएससी में. Okay, so ये सब बहुत जरूरी है. You have to analyze, you have to study from these perspectives. Okay, and one more thing, please try to draw diagrams of art figures, and you have to draw basic diagrams only. देखिए, I was very bad in drawing. Okay, so आप मुझसे बुरे नहीं हो सकते. Trust me, you can not be bad than me. So इसलिए अगर मैं बना सकता हूँ, तो आप भी बना सकते हैं. And बहुत ही basic diagrams. For example, let us talk about the Buddhist stupa. है ना. So बुद्धिस्ट स्तूपा के लिए बेसिक एक डायग्राम बना दीजिए कि यार ये आपका जो है, सपोज से अगर आपका ये ऐसा करके, ये आपने जो है उसका वो बना दिया, और ये जो है एक बुद्धिस्ट स्तूपा हो गया. बहुत ही सिंपल सा डायग्राम है, आप बस उसको लेबल कर दीजिए कि भाई ये जो है छतरी है ना, ये जो है उनका डोम है. इनके भी टेक्निकल टर्म्स होते थे, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर, यू कैन इजीली रिमेम्बर, है ना. सो जो है सिंपल सी एक ड्राइंग बनाई एंड दिस विल गेट यू +1 मार्क, ट्रस्ट मी दिस विल गेट यू +1 मार्क. Okay, so someone is pointing out that I was in design, but I had a background in software design, in research basically, user experience, so not at all related to art and all. So I was very bad in art. So you just have to have a very basic understanding, and आपको basic diagram बनाना है that just able to, when I see this, okay, I can say this is a stupa, and you have to properly label it. For example, prehistoric cave art. सो केव आर्ट तो वैसे ही बहुत ही वैसी डायग्राम्स बनाते थे, तो आप उनसे तो बुरा नहीं बना सकते, है ना. तो आपको क्या करना है, सपोज से बस एक ऐसा ऐसा एक स्टिक फिगर सी बना दी, उसके हाथ में एक डंडी, एक सपोज से कुछ गाय टाइप बना दिया आपने यहाँ पे. ठीक है, ये हो गया आपका एग्जाम्पल, हो गया प्री हिस्टोरिक केव आर्ट का. So this is very important. This is very simple to do, and these add extra value to your answers. So whenever you are making notes, no, so include these in your notes. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये डायग्राम आपसे बुक में देखकर इग्नोर मार दे. प्लीज डू नॉट डू दैट, है ना. यू कैन सिंपली कन्वर्ट द डायग्राम्स दैट आर गिवन इन योर बुक इनटू वेरी बेसिक सिंपल लाइन डायग्राम्स लाइक दिस, है ना. बेसिक शेप्स तो आप भी बना सकते हैं. सो दैट इज मोर देन इनफ. आपका आराम से इट विल इंक्रीज योर answer value. And trust me, all the toppers do this. I am not the first person that is saying this. This has been said by many toppers. So it is very, very effective as well. Okay. And you must be aware of the historical events, figures, and policies in news again. So यहाँ पर भी होना पड़ता है. For example, this year in 2018, there was a question on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so we had recently celebrated the 500th anniversary of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who coming to Vrindavan. So he had visited Vrindavan around 500 years back, and recently Government of India celebrated that particular event by issuing a coin in his name. So that is why this year this question came in 2018, which was about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's impact on the Bhakti movement. Okay. Similarly, you should also be aware of the policies. This is one aspect which we tend to ignore. So Indian government has been taking a lot of steps to promote and preserve culture. So again, this year there was a very direct question in 2018 about the steps taken by the government. So you have to kind of have an idea. So ये आपके current affairs का है, right? So I am just telling you to always remember these. So whenever you make notes, whenever you study, आपके दिमाग में होना चाहिए कि यार I have to also have an eye on the policies that the Indian government has taken to preserve culture, all the steps that they have taken. Okay. So let us move ahead. Now let us come to physical geography. Okay. So history and art and culture are done. Now let us come to another very scoring section, physical geography. So I'm talking about physical geography in particular. Okay. So physical geography, when I say, it is mostly static. Physical geography is static. Okay. But questions they are asked both direct as well as analytical. दोनों टाइप के क्वेश्चन होते हैं. So both type of questions are asked in physical geography. So important topics आपको करने हैं. You have to have a very good understanding. When we talk about geography, you have to develop an understanding. Okay, so geography में it is very important to understand the logic. So आप tectonics है. This is, I think, in my humble opinion, the single most important topic of physical geography. सो टेक्टोनिक्स में वी ऑल नो क्या क्या आता है. टेक्टोनिक्स में आपके प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स आती हैं, बेसिकली द थ्योरीज, वो सब एनसीईआरटी में, सब एनसीईआरटी में. ओके. सो यू हैव प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स, यू हैव वोल्केनोज, you have earthquakes, all these are part of your tectonics, and tectonics is very very important. Okay. So टेक्टोनिक्स में यू हैव टू डेवलप एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग. आप इसको अच्छे से कीजिए, you will be able to, and you see the previous year questions, you will realize I am saying correct, because majority questions tectonics are there. Then obviously you have Indian climate, so you have Indian monsoon which you have to study in detail. So ये सब simple चीजें, once you are able to understand, you can do very well in these answers, because questions are mostly direct. और फिर climate change. So climate change में क्या होगा कि इन्हीं से related होगा. So they will ask you to tell the impact of climate change on Indian monsoon. They'll ask you to describe the various phenomena that are associated with climate change. Okay, so ये जो है, these are the important topics in physical geography. And once you develop an understanding, a logic, you will be able to solve them. Trust me. Okay, and I'm also coming to the important points in geography. So you must focus on definitions. So this is one area I feel that certain students they tend to ignore. उनको लगता है कि geography में कौन सी definition आ गई. But suppose say there is a question on cyclones or there is a question on volcanoes. You must be able to define them. This is the best way to introduce because geography is a technical subject. So in a technical subject, your introductions they must start with definition generally. So you must also have certain 1-2 line definition of all these events in your notes. That is in your own notes ताकि आप जो है start कर सके. So please focus on definitions and सबसे important point in geography, please do not ignore the diagrams and maps that have been given in the books. Okay. So definition, they do not have to be exact. Please, definition have to just have the keywords and they have to properly define it. Examiner will not be checking any particular source and matching word to word. Do not worry about these things. Okay. So do not ignore the diagrams and maps which are given in maps. Which are given in books. So for example, what I used to do was initially when I started my preparation, what happened was that I used to ignore the diagrams. So ऐसा होता था कि मैंने बुक पढ़ते वक्त डायग्राम तो देख लिया बट फिर आगे बढ़ गया. But that is very wrong. You have to include them in your notes and answers. Okay, because for example, there are very good diagrams on suppose say mid-oceanic ridge or a diagram on volcano. So these are all there in your NCERT book, all there in your standard books. So what used to happen was whenever I was reading them, I just used to see the diagram and I used to proceed. But after seeing the papers, previous year papers, I realized I was committing a blunder. So I have to include all these diagrams, all these maps. And maps and diagrams, if you do not include in geography, that means your answer is incomplete. Because geography is all about maps, it is all about diagrams. So geography may have to use then have to use. Okay, and you have to be very rough when you draw. Again, you have to be very rough. Please remember, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप उसको सजा धजा के एकदम ही अच्छे से बना के लाइन खींच के बना रहे. No, you have to be very rough. Map हो या diagrams हो, and you have to practice them. So when I say ना rough, आपको practice से ही आएगा. तो maps के लिए for example I had to practice a lot. मेरे से इंडिया मैप बनाया ही नहीं जाता था बहुत टाइम तक. It used to be very difficult for me to draw a map. But after practice it came. And finally मैं जो है फटाफट मैप बना के I used to be done with the question. Similarly with diagrams. So आप अपने notes में include कीजिए all things. When you include them in your notes, then only will you be able to use them in your answers. Okay. So this is very important in physical geography, and physical geography is very good as well. And let us now talk about human geography. So human geography, when I say human geography is nothing but society and economy faced in geography. Okay, that is simply human geography. सवाल सोसाइटी के ही होते हैं, सवाल इकोनॉमी के ही होते हैं, but what they need is a geographical emphasis. And when we talk about geographical emphasis, basically, for example, आपसे क्वेश्चन आया था in 2018, the industrial corridors in India. So ऐसा नहीं है कि you just treat this to be a question on economy और सिर्फ आपने जो है economic points दिखा दिए. You have to show that geographical emphasis. कैसे? You show the regional variations. You show the role of geographical factors like climate, like water, like land resources. We all know that these particular factors have a lot of role to play in how industries are set up. And you show a map. You just draw a map and you point the industries. I'm just taking this example. So you point the various types of industries in India in different regions. Okay. So this is how you put this geographical emphasis. So every question when I'm saying of GS1 human geography, please remember society related ही होगा, economy related ही होगा. but has to have that geographical emphasis. If you do not show this, then that means you have written an answer that is kind of say that should have ideally been placed in GS3 and that will cost you marks. तो हमेशा ये ध्यान रखिए. ओके, और कुछ नहीं करना होता, यू जस्ट हैव टू हैव दैट रीजनल वेरिएशन एंड द रोल ऑफ ज्योग्राफिकल फैक्टर्स. और एक आपका टॉपिक होता है रिसोर्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. Okay, so we have this topic resource distribution that is there in your syllabus. So resource distribution, you always must prepare from two perspectives. At a very broad level, so आपके water resources, land resources, energy resources. So energy में आपके जो हैं आपके हाइड्रोकार्बन्स हो गए, है ना, आपके न्यूक्लियर रिसोर्सेज हो गए. सो इन सब का किस तरीके से डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है across the world and across India, and then at a regional level. So India continent wise. So both of these are integrated. These are linked. तो आप इस हिसाब से if you are able to do now for resource distribution आपका टॉपिक हो जाएगा. So suppose that this bar they asked about the resources that are there in the Arctic region. So as I'm saying continent wise कीजिए, region wise कीजिए, India wise कीजिए और इन levels पे कीजिए, आपका ये टॉपिक तैयार हो जाएगा. That is it. And you obviously have to draw maps and all. Okay. Okay, so okay, we have already kind of had 40 minutes and we are still left with so many GS 2, 3, 4 to cover. So let us be somewhat fast. Okay, so let us now go with Indian society. So this is the last section of your GS1. So content is highly dynamic. It is dynamic, completely dynamic. And this year, Indian society was asked a lot. Okay, so you cannot ignore this section. So questions are also very analytical. So they ask you to analyze कि भाई कैसे कास्ट का रोल चल रहा है पॉलिटिक्स में, कैसे जो है ग्लोबलाइजेशन कास्ट पे कैसे लिंक बैठा रही है. So this is why these questions are highly analytical in nature. So it is very important you develop linkages across topics. Okay. So for example, globalization or caste जो है, there are two different topics that are in this. So you must be able to link them. You must be able to link them. Similarly, linking urbanization and say globalization or urbanization with caste and urbanization with population dynamics. So all of them you should be able to develop linkages and you must focus on keywords. So what you do is in your notes you just write the keywords that are there and try to incorporate them in your answers. So आपके keywords क्या हैं? Urbanization, globalization, caste, gender equality, population dynamics. ऐसे करके खूब सारे keywords हैं. So you must include them in your answers. है ना? So आपके answers में जब ये words आते हैं, so that looks an answer which is part of Indian society. Okay, so I did not refer any book for this because I had an anthropological background as well. But you can refer a book. So आप जो है you can refer the एक आध there are certain books. Suppose say IGNU material का I have heard that it is very good for Indian society. So maybe you can refer that IGNU material. But I am not exactly aware. So maybe you can see another topper strategy in this respect. मैंने नहीं की थी बिकॉज आई हैड स्टडीड दिस टॉपिक्स इन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी. हमारे एंथ्रोपोलॉजी का भी पार्ट रहते हैं. ओके, एंड यू मस्ट ऐड एग्जांपल्स फ्रॉम करंट अफेयर्स. यू मस्ट ऐड एग्जांपल फ्रॉम करंट अफेयर्स. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो आपको जो है दिखाना है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट्स होते हैं, है ना, कोई भी सोशल इश्यूज जो चल रहे होते हैं, सो यू हैव टू इंक्लूड देम, है ना. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So you must ensure that current affairs they are in your answers, they are in your topics. Okay, so this is very very important.